What's up, my friends? Happy New Year. Today is a plan and prep day. It's going to be a busy one. I'm doing everything that I need to plan and prep for a successful and productive week for myself, for my family, for my household. I do this every single Monday to make sure that the week flows. No big projects, no working. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you what I do. Hopefully you can implement some of these tips and tricks into your own household management routine, because I promise you, if you focus, you get so much more done. So let's get to it. Let's stay focused and be productive and get things done for the whole week. Ever since I learned my triggers on what things help me be productive and what things don't, I have seen a huge shift in how I run my household, how I get things done, and how less stressed I am, and I can dedicate more one-on-one time with my kids. I kick off my Mondays with a cleaning hour. As soon as I take the kids to school, I come home and I get to cleaning. It's 1 hour when I can just kind of reset the house, get some laundry started, clean up any weekend messes that were created, clean out my car, clean out the trunk, because we are a busy sports family and there's always chairs and turf and dirt and grass all up in there. So I quickly just kind of reset. It helps me focus and get on track for the rest of the things that I need to do today, because trust me, we got a lot going on with 6 kids and sports and a mama that is extra and busy and likes to do it all. We got a lot going on. So this day is definitely much needed to plan and prep for the entire week ahead. Most of my kids are fully capable of doing their own laundry, cleaning their own room, and doing chores around the house. But on Monday, I kind of like to give them a jump start. I will go in and just check any bathrooms. I don't clean every bathroom every single Monday, but I will go in and say, look, this one needs a little bit extra attention. This kid's laundry is overflowing a little bit more than usual. So I will just go in and kind of jumpstart it, get that started, and then they will fold and put away as soon as they get home. They have chores every single day of the week, small things, morning, afternoon, and evening chores, things that take less than 5 minutes. They're fully capable of, but sometimes a mama just got to step in. Okay, so this is a real clutter moment. My office is out of control. We just came back from the holidays and everything is all over the place. I use this to like stuff presents, wrap presents, and things just got a little out of hand. And because I need to have a really productive day tomorrow, it's my high productivity day where I just focus on the things that I really need to get done. And that's mostly work stuff, content, anything that has to do with brands, things like that. I need a clear space. So I have 12 minutes, actually 14 minutes left on the clock for my cleaning hour. I also have about 15 minutes until I need to switch the load of laundry. So I am going to set a timer and I'm going to dedicate 13 to 14 minutes to getting this room as clean as possible so I can use it tomorrow and have a clear mind, a clear space for more productivity. With about 12 minutes left on the clock in my cleaning hour, I'm getting to my office. We all have that one space where we just stuff, where we just throw things, we shut the door, we don't worry about it. I also shut myself in here sometimes when I need like a mom quiet moment. This is where a lot of stuff happens. Hiding and wrapping presents. I order groceries in here. I sit down and reflect and think about things that I need to do. I execute a lot of things. I pay bills. There's just a lot of things going on here. So this space needs to be clean. I need to be mentally free to work and be productive and get things done in this space. And often it's the last space that I clean, probably every other week, I'd say. So today we are getting to it because I need to sit down with a clear mind and a clear space to get my to-do list done so I can be productive for the rest of the week. I think the biggest thing that foster parenting taught me is I need to have a list. I keep a running list like every single day of the week, whether it be 50 million tabs in my brain, on my notes, or physically in my calendar. I always write a list. So I'm looking back at my list of things that I put there throughout the week that I wanted to specifically do on this day, and I make a game plan. I write like a 4-square type of situation, things I need to do for my home, for work, for myself, things I need to do out of the house, and things I need to do for my children. And when you got a lot of kids, there's just so many things they need to do. There's so many needs, there's so many wants, there's so many things that really need to get done. And that doesn't mean I'm going to execute every single thing today. I'm going to spread it. I'm going to plan and prepare and spread out all the things I need to do this week, designated on different days. Today, we're concentrating on making the week flow, right? So we're going to get the calendar all updated. the best thing you can do is get everyone on board. I don't want to hear what time do I have football, what time do I have baseball, what time is volleyball, where's my uniform, where's my jersey. So the more you can put on a board or a space where the whole family can see, the more you can kind of delegate those tasks. Look at the calendar, see what you need to do. This week we got a lot of extra appointments. We've got a doctor appointment and 3 different dentist appointments between dental cleanings and orthodontics. It's just a lot going on. So I put everything on the board. Not only does it keep me on track, but it keeps the whole fam on track as well. I've thought about getting one of those electric calendars so many times, and I don't know, does anyone have one? Is it worth the price? Is it worth me investing in it? Let me know. My 3-year-old is usually ready to eat around this time. He has milk in the morning, but he usually doesn't eat breakfast until almost 10 o'clock. So perfect timing. Now it's time to get into our cleaning the fridge and meal planning era. Take everything out, I'll wipe everything down, kind of reorganize it, make sure that I can condense things. If I have a couple jars of salsa, I can condense them, like it's not a big deal. Make things clear so I can see what's going on. And then I start making my list. I make columns. What proteins do I need to eat up this week? What veggies do I need to get rid of as soon as possible so they don't go bad? I make columns and I just kind of draw lines and put like what things I want to match them with instead of going out and buying tons of food to just stuff in your fridge and not knowing what goes together. But in general, I will do this, and then I will go ahead and assess what I need and what I want to make for the week, and then I will place a grocery order. About every 3 weeks, I'll go to like Costco, Business Center, and get my meats, things like that. But on a regular Monday where I just need to fill in the gaps and make things happen, I'll order from Walmart.com. So here is the game plan as far as meals this week. I go in my fridge, I assess the situation, I see what we have, I put them in order of like the proteins that I want to get rid of first. The sinigang soup from last night that the kids are probably going to eat as a snack when they get home from school. My kids love a full meal as soon as they get home from school before they start their homework. That's just the kind of kids they are. So leftovers is definitely a good thing for that. So we're going to have a hot bowl of soup and a little scoop of rice. As soon as they get home, I'm going to make Asian style turkey bowls afterwards for dinner. My kids are heavily involved in sports, and we have sports for 3 different kids today. As soon as they get home, as soon as they wash their hands and get set up with their homework, they like to eat a full meal. Yes, they eat like a dinner at 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then they go off to sports at 5:30, and then when they come home around 8:30, they eat an entirely different meal. So I usually have the leftovers from the night before hot and ready for them as soon as they get home, and then I'll make a fresh meal for dinner when they get back from practice. We're going to be eating leftover sinigang, which is a Filipino soup with a scoop of rice. As soon as they get home, I'll have that on the stove hot and ready. It's a cold, rainy day, so I know they're going to love that. They're going to appreciate it, and it's going to fill up their tummies. And there's lots of veggies in it, so it's a really good source of nutrients before they go to their sports practices. Tonight, I'm going to be making Asian turkey-inspired bowls. I've got this big thing of ground turkey. It is 93% lean, high in protein, 22 grams of protein per serving, which they really, really need after sports. So we're gonna do like a combination of soy sauce and patis and sesame seeds and all the yummy things to make that a good meal over jasmine rice. I'm also gonna make like a cucumber situation. All this is gonna happen after I get my baby outside, get him some fresh air, get some exercise. I'm inside, feed him lunch, put him down for a nap, and then we're gonna get cooking. All right, dude, let's go, batter up. For me, having the most productive day involves like extreme balancing act. I know that there's a time and place for everything. I know that if I'm going to have a really busy, productive day at home, I'm going to need to have ways to occupy my son. He's going to have his cup filled. He's going to be fed. He's going to be happy. His needs are going to be met, but also he's going to be occupied when I really need him to focus on something so I can focus on something that I can't have him involved in. So on Monday, I have like a specific bin that I pull out just for Mondays. There are new Play-Doh, new toys, fresh crayons, like something he could be excited and engaged about. And during my clean out hour, you probably saw he follows me around. That's what he does. I try to have him with me as much as possible, but in those times when I really need to like get some editing done or do things that I can't spend with him, those are the times when I'm able to keep him occupied with some new things, some fresh things that are only taken out on my most productive days. Before I sit at my computer and really get some work done, I take him outside for at least 45 minutes, run around with him, whether it's taking a walk or playing playing in the backyard, playing fetch with the dog. He's on a baseball team now, T-ball. It's called the T-Rexes. They're a bunch of 3-year-olds. It's absolutely adorable. So we're working on his swing. We're working on rules. We're working on playing the game, running the bases, doing everything. He loves it. And I love that he feels exhausted afterwards, so we can get to lunch and then get him in bed so I can continue on with my productive day. Today he wanted to stay outside a little bit longer and play in the sandbox, so I just let him go. The more times he spends playing, the harder he will go down for a nap, and I really need that today. So we always do some type of meal prepping on Mondays. Today we're going to make egg bites for breakfast. I'm also going to make a bean, bacon, and chorizo mixture of like pinto beans. I smash it together. It's absolutely amazing, and I always keep that on hand so I can toss it in a burrito with some cheese and then just grill it up on the stovetop. It's really good for after school snacks before sports, and also my kids like this to heat it up for their hot lunches for school. So we're gonna get started on the egg bites and then quickly get through the beans. Usually I start dinner around this time, just kind of preparing, whether it be chopping veggies or just taking everything out to defrost, getting everything ready. But the simple dinner tonight does not require all that. So we are going to wait until after homework hour to get dinner started. Relax time. All right, nice and clean. It's dirty. On your pants too. My pants. Yucky. Have fun. Yeah. I know this may seem like a lot. I know a lot of you are thinking that, like, wow, this is a lot. She does a lot on Mondays. And yeah, it's true. I do a lot on Mondays, but it really does help the rest of the week flow. And this is just those crucial things that I need to do for myself and as a mother to make sure that my house runs as smooth as possible and we get everything done. Because I'm the type of mom that just likes to do a lot. Not only take care of the house and my kids, but I have so many work goals and personal goals for myself, and I cannot even touch on it unless I know that my household is moving smoothly, my kids, my husband, like everybody is taken care of. So that's why I do what I do. That is the method to my madness. I make sure that I'm focused and I'm on task at all times. You know, of course, some days there's going to be emergency room visits, and there's going to be days where I feel off and I just need some time on the couch, and that's perfectly fine. But for the most part, I really try to stick to the game plan and get things done to make things flow. And also, I have a guide. I made a guide. I created it for myself. It is fully customizable to whatever your lifestyle is as a mama, whether you're work out of the home, work in the home, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't really matter. It can be completely customized for yourself. You definitely should check it out. I will put the link in the description, and let me know if you have any questions. Get the guide, take 10-15 minutes, read through it, get a paper and a pen, jot down things that you should probably be doing on certain days. Your life, your household will run so much smoother. Now, baby is up from his short nap, and I got the kitchen all squared away. All the things have been prepped and stored appropriately. All the counters have been disinfected. Now it's time to get upstairs and just wrap up the day. This is the time where I'm just like, okay, I need to put on some rap music. I need to hustle. I need to put an ebook in my ear and just get things done. We're about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours away from my kids walking in the door and then the chaos completely starting. All 5 kids come at the same time, and they're all over the place wanting to eat. They need homework help. There's just a lot going on. So I need to get everything done before they walk in the door. I've already ordered groceries. They should be delivered in about 30 minutes. So my goal is to finish up the laundry, sit down, finish up all the computer work that I need to do, and then put all the groceries away before they walk in that door. So borrowed time here. We're getting things done. And because this was just winter break, I've got a lot more laundry than normal, but normally I really don't mess around with laundry too much on Mondays. I will maybe do a couple beds that need to be done, but for the most part, laundry starts Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have like a whole method to my madness as far as laundry with a house full of kids that are in sports, but my general goal is to make sure that everyone's uniforms and sports jerseys and practice wear is like all done on Monday. I have about 28 minutes until my kids get home from school, and then we gotta get ready for all the after school activities. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna answer some emails. I'm a team mom for my son's baseball team, so I need to send out the schedule for the week. All the games came out, so I need to upload all the schedules. What else? I need to order something for my son's football, and I need to pay a couple bills, and I told my daughter I would make a calendar for her in Canva, so I'm gonna hopefully quickly do that. And at the same time, I'm gonna upload all the footage from today's vlog. Go to volleyball later, I can bring my laptop and I can edit while I'm watching the practice. Work smarter, not harder. Thank you for watching my plan and prep day. I got a lot done today because I stayed focused. If you want to curate your own plan and prep day and have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Let's talk about it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching, and if you are a new friend and you made it all the way to the end of the video, you should probably subscribe and click on these videos to watch the next one.